YouTube channel.
Oh.
All right. Welcome back to the Meet Us in the Ring podcast. As you can see, we are missing some people today. Malik and Axel are not here today, so we have some special guests filling in. I'm going to let everybody introduce themselves, plug their socials. So, Phil, get us started.
What's going on, guys? This is my first time on this podcast. I can't wait for it. I absolutely love it. You guys can follow me on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram at, God dang it, I always do that on this platform, at @Phillymet_. You guys can also, if you don't mind my shameless plugging, follow us on the Outside the Brand podcast. We do this on YouTube as well, on the road to 1K. Let's hit that subscribe button on both podcasts and help support us on our journey here. So thank you so much for having me, and let's get into Elimination Chamber.
Thank you for
Thank
coming.
you for being here. Go ahead, Maddie.
Is it me? Oh, okay. Go ahead, Maddie.
Oh, all right. You guys already know Maddie Kennedy on the Instagram. All links are in my link tree. On my TikTok, which is at IZPersephone.
Hey guys. Some of my social media might be different. I think one of them has a 3 at the end. I don't know if that's TikTok. One of them does. But hi, I'm Raevyn. This is all my socials right here. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. Yeah. I don't have a podcast because my brain
You do today.
Sometimes, but I'm on here today.
Yes. Yeah. Well, thank you guys for being here. And I'm Mary the Heel, as always, on TikTok, and Mary the Cosbounder on Instagram. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Our big topic today, Elimination Chamber predictions. So we're going to go match by match and discuss, debate, say what you think is going to happen. And there are no wrong answers here. So our first match, Edge and Beth versus Finn and Rhea.
Oh, yeah. This was only just announced.
Yeah.
Yes. So we'll start with Phil, and then we'll go around.
You know, I like everybody involved here. I love the Judgment Day. If any of you guys know me in the chat, like you guys know, I love the Judgment Day. I belt out that song every single chance I get.
As you should. As you should.
Period.
Miles Kennedy is just the greatest. But you know, I don't think we're done. I don't think we're done with this after Elimination Chamber. I think we're actually going to carry this into WrestleMania. Have Finn and Edge wrestle possibly inside Hell in a Cell. Who knows? So I'm actually going to go with the Judgment Day here and pick up the victory over Beth and Edge.
All right. Go ahead, Maddie.
I agree. Also, since Rhea has her, she just won the Royal Rumble, she's coming off big Royal Rumble win, gonna challenge Charlotte Flair. I think having her lose, even if it was Finn being pinned, would just not work. It wouldn't look good for the Judgment Day. I also think it's gonna be Finn and Edge at WrestleMania. Brood Edge versus Demon Balor. I think that's probably what we're gonna get. I'm very down for that. But I also have the Judgment Day winning as well. Mostly because Rhea has that big match at WrestleMania, and I think this would be a good victory for her on that journey.
What about you, Raevyn?
I have to agree with everybody else. I see the Judgment Day winning. Like I said a couple days ago, I was talking to somebody. I said I feel like Edge and Beth eventually are going to pass that torch on, and it would be a no-brainer if they passed it on to Rhea and Finn. So, like Maddie said, I would love to see Brood Edge and Demon Finn Balor in a match at Mania. That'd be great. So I got Judgment Day.
That'd be fire.
Well, I guess I'm the outlier here.
You're the lone wolf. Oh my god.
I actually think that.
Of course you are.
I actually think that Edge and Beth are gonna take the W on this one, simply because Edge did lose at Extreme Rules, so I think he needs to win so that they can settle it at Mania. So I think Edge and Beth are gonna have a great match, and I think Beth is gonna be the reason that they win. Like, she's gonna hit Finn from behind or something, and then Edge is gonna pin him, and then they're gonna get the dub.
If I see a glam slam on Finn Balor, I'm gonna absolutely mark out. That's just gonna be insane.
BS. No, I don't need that.
I'm gonna be screaming the whole time.
Scream.
Dominic, fine, but like Finn.
Finn is a
Mommy!
stretch. That's a stretch.
Yeah.
Maddie, he's a twink. He can get glam slammed.
I don't even know if that's PG.
I don't even know if that's PG.
Oh
Love
shit.
All right. Moving on
Ooh.
to the men's elimination chamber. So just as a recap, in case anyone does not know, it is going to be Austin Theory, Seth Rollins, Bronson Reed, Montez Ford, Damian Priest, and Johnny Gargano. Let's see who you guys got. Phil, take it away.
First of all, I have to say this is a stacked elimination chamber. I love everybody in this match.
Except for Bronson Reed.
Damn. All right.
Not sorry.
Why'd you have to say fuck him for?
Because I'm upset for Dolph Ziggler, who should be in this match.
I like Dolph.
Yeah,
I like Dolph.
yeah.
Shout out to Renee.
Austin Theory, I have a feeling, is not going to be the champion heading out of this thing. I actually have Johnny Gargano picking up the win and becoming the new United States champion. Mainly because it's kind of like a fantasy of mine to have Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa at WrestleMania for the US title. So, if Theory is facing Cena at Mania, it does not need the title. So, have Johnny Gargano pick it up, and then I have my Tommaso and Johnny match at Mania. So, I'll take that one for the win.
Now that you're thinking that, I could definitely see that, especially because, we're already hearing about Theory versus Cena. We could see Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul. Seth Rollins deserves better. In which case that match is obviously not going to have
I love Seth.
a title. Yeah, he deserves better than Logan Paul.
He deserves so much better. But
Logan, whatever.
Okay.
So literally, like this, I would love to see Damian Priest win. I'm kind of rooting for Damian. That would be cool. He had a good run as U.S. champion. I'd love to see him get him back, but I would love to see Johnny get the title. I think that would probably be maybe one of the best choices here. Maybe reunite the Way, or not the Way, but have it be Indy and Dexter and Candice and Johnny. That'd be really cool. So, anybody but Bronson Reed, I'm joking. But I'm gonna go with Johnny Gargano too.
This man can. Oh my god, he does nothing
Trash.
to you.
He trash.
He does nothing to you.
Dolph Ziggler in this match would just make it absolutely.
That would have made it so much better.
Mustafa, justice for Mustafa. Anyway, go ahead.
T.
Prime Mustafa Ali.
We love him.
I'm big on Montez getting his push. I would love to see him win. However, I know it's not going to happen. I'd love to see Johnny win. Now hearing Phil say that would be great if Johnny did win. I'm a big Austin Theory person, but I feel like the title can go to somebody else now. We've had enough of it. You don't need it no more at this point. Like Maddie said, Seth needs something better than Logan. So if Seth wins, give him somebody else other than Logan. That's all I gotta say. Because
I have a feeling if Seth won and it actually turned out to be Logan Paul defeating Seth, Maddie would just freak.
Stop it! I would stop it. Don't even put it out into the world.
I wouldn't know what to do. I would literally sit at my TV just in awe. Like, did y'all really?
I shit you not. I would delete my account. 20K followers. I don't give a fuck. I'm done. That's it. That was the last straw for you. I would love because Seth's been talking so much crap about, as he says, Chicago Phil. I would love for CM Punk to just come back.
I would too, like randomly, just for that, just one match. That's all I need.
When he called me a cancer in that interview, I'm like, what the hell did I do?
Yeah, Chicago Phil.
Well, for me, I'm not the same as Raevyn, where I wish Montez would be winning. I don't see that happening, but I do see a push for him this year, hopefully. But I actually think that Austin Theory is going to retain. I think they're trying to make him a big star, and winning the Elimination Chamber and keeping his title is definitely a way to do that. I mean, for Mania, if they are going to do him versus John Cena, which if they don't, I'll be upset. It doesn't need the title, but I don't think it's the worst thing if it is, because John Cena is one of the greatest U.S. champions of all time, you know? Like, he made that belt so relevant. Yeah. So I think if you have John put over Austin Theory as the U.S. champion, like, I think that'll do a lot for his career.
Oh,
so
definitely.
So I see Theory pulling out a win. Shout out to Axel. A-Town down.
A-Town down. I like Theory too. It's not a bad shout that he would retain here, but I mean, whether you want it to be for the title or not.
From last chamber, he did get played a little bit. There was not much. There was not much Austin could do last chamber. I did feel very bad for him. Like, y'all put him in there with Bobby and that was not going to work out for him.
I'm not going to lie, though. He kind of ate.
He held his own. He did.
He was an MVP of selling.
They did him a little dirty, just a tiny bit dirty. There was...
Maddie, you are right on. Like, I'm sorry. Theory is such a good seller of moves. Definitely. He really is. And it cracks me up whenever I see him sell things because he's like The Rock. Like, he gets super extra with it. And I think it's hilarious and it tickles my
The stunner that he sold alone at WrestleMania is...
Oh my gosh. That was Maddie, it was hilarious.
It was funny, but it was like, come on.
It was Logan Paul
that was the point.
Logan Paul sold that stunner better. Like, different person, but like, you know, same thing.
Pat McAfee's was hilarious too.
Oh yeah,
with some beer shooting out of his mouth.
that was hilarious.
All right, moving on to the women's elimination chamber match. I'm so excited for this match because the women in this match, I love them all so much. Even Nikki Cross, like, she's, you know, sometimes overlooked, but
why?
She
even Nikki Cross.
She's not my fave out of this lineup.
No.
I'm just being real, but she is still very good. So, who do y'all got for this?
It's Asuka. It's nothing against Liv, Raquel, Nikki, Carmella, or Natalya. It just has to be Asuka. I want it to be Asuka versus Charlotte because I wanted Bianca to face Rhea so bad, but you know, if I get Asuka versus Bianca, that's not going to be a bad idea either. This whole Kana thing that she kind of brought back from her Japan days is absolutely killing it. I love everything about it. But yeah, to me, it's just Asuka. There's no other way to go around it.
I agree. It's also going to be Asuka. I wish it wasn't because I don't think Bianca should lose the title at WrestleMania. Maybe WrestleMania. I'm biased as hell, but at the same time, she's also still in her prime time John Cena run. So it's kind of like, and there's no storyline built really between them whatsoever. I don't know. It depends on how they do it, and I don't really want to see Asuka lose at the same time. But like, I don't know. It would be very random, in my opinion, for Bianca to drop the title to Asuka, especially after she's beaten her twice in the last year. I don't know if that counts for anything, really, especially with the new character change. But I agree it's going to be Asuka. And if it's not going to be Asuka, then it's probably... Actually, no, I don't see it. Anyone other than Asuka. Liv, maybe, but that's not WrestleMania worthy. So, love you, Liv.
Yeah, I see it being Asuka. Out of everybody else on this, it kind of wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't.
I mean, I like Raquel. Raquel is going to perform. Raquel's going to be like performing great in this match. I think she's just absolutely fantastic. But out of all of these women, it just makes sense for it to be Asuka. And yes, I know Natalya is in Canada, but you usually lose in your hometown.
I think Shayna should have qualified for this match.
Yeah, it should have been Shayna. I said
right.
Shayna.
I said the same thing.
Woman crush.
So for me, I am really pulling for Raquel for this one, my Latina queen. I really do see a bright future for her. And as much as I would love Asuka to win and go on to Mania, it's hard because I feel like they can't really build a solid story between Asuka and Bianca. But Raquel, they can build a story about who's the strongest, who's the toughest, because Raquel is a beast.
I could see
and
that.
So I think that storytelling would be better. And also, I love Liv. I really wish that she would have had a better title reign when she was SmackDown Women's Champion.
Mhm.
And then, Carmella, she just got back, but who knows? Honestly, they could have Carmella win because she's been champion before. It's not completely unheard of. And
Yeah.
Natty, I think she's there for her star power. I don't think in any world she's gonna win, but I am rooting for Raquel. She is my pick to win the Elimination Chamber.
And I really hope she does. Because her
Me too.
losing to Bianca, I don't think would hurt her whatsoever.
I
No.
don't. I think it will build her
No.
more than it would hurt her because you fought Bianca Belair at WrestleMania. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
that's not gonna hurt her at all.
And I think that's one thing that like sometimes wrestling fans don't understand is that just because someone loses to someone else, it doesn't make that person any less.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
What's a good example? I mean, all the times that John Cena has lost, it doesn't make him any less good or great. So I don't think that Raquel losing to Bianca would like bury her or anything like that. Not at all.
They could go back to the days of NXT too, because Raquel, she was one of the most dominant NXT women's champions that there was, and Bianca, as far as I was aware of, never really had that chance to be that champion. So when she got to the main roster, they all stood together in the ring, I believe, as champions together. You could call back to that. From those
Also,
NXT days.
Bianca has beaten every single woman in this match clean except for Raquel.
Ooh,
Asuka
that
clean.
is a good
She's-
point.
No.
She's pinned Asuka clean twice, pinned Liv plenty of times, pinned Carmella at Money in the Bank, pinned Natalya on SmackDown. So Raquel's the only one.
I
So,
could see
I don't
that. Didn't even think about it like that.
Never
Does
know.
anybody else, really quick side note, does anybody else miss the mixed tag team stuff that they were doing?
Yeah.
Because Raquel
Oh,
and Braun Strowman,
Are they still
Oh, the
dating?
mixed match challenge thing. Yeah.
I believe they are. I believe they're like married, are they not? I don't know.
No.
Oh,
I know they're together, but they're not.
Yeah,
I don't
they're-
think they're married.
Oh, they're still together.
I think
I
I
had
think
no
they're
idea
still
they were
together. If they are, would love that.
Yeah.
That was just a quick side note, but
Imagine the mixed
I'm-
match challenge coming back.
I'm really excited for the women's elimination chamber match. I think
Yeah.
potentially match of the night.
It could be.
I would love that.
It
Wouldn't-
could be. We got some really talented girls in here.
All right, moving on to the main event. Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Lot to unpack here.
there's so much. There's so much to unpack. This is gonna be freaking emotional, and I know some people that are gonna be there on Saturday, and they're going to cry. They're grown men and women are gonna cry in that arena. I love Sami. I love everything that he's done. I think Sami is absolutely incredible. As much as I would love for him to win, see, I'm actually getting emotional now.
Process
as,
it.
as much as I would love Sami to pick up the win here in his hometown, I'm sorry. It's just going to be Roman, and this is not just me being a Cody fan and wanting that match at WrestleMania. This is just it's got to be Roman, and at the end of it all, have Kevin Owens save Sami from another beatdown, and that is where you start everything. You get them going for the tag titles. And a prediction, also, Jey Uso will be there. I'm predicting Jey Uso will be there. Do something that involves, everything going on, cost him the title, and get that Usos, Sami, and KO feud started for Mania.
Yeah.
Yeah, I absolutely see that happening. I don't see Sami like losing clean. I mean, when's the
Right.
last time Roman beat someone clean? Let's be real. Maybe it was
Being
Riddle,
honest.
actually. But yeah, I think Jay is gonna cost them Sami the match. Prayers. I know he doesn't really like the song, but prayers that Sami comes out to Worlds Apart
Yes.
because
Oh
I
my
would
god.
die. I know he doesn't really like that song, but like, I just think it's really cool that Sammy went from jobbing to Johnny Knoxville to now being like the biggest face
Yeah.
on SmackDown, maybe in the
Yes.
company. I don't
He
know.
had a very big push, and I did not expect it to go the way it did.
Yeah,
at
I
all.
used to skip over Sami Zayn segments because it was just so boring.
Yeah.
Now I'm obsessed with him. He's going to lose, obviously, but it's gonna be a good match. Because also, I don't think a lot of people realize how good Sammy is in the ring. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys saw him in
Yes.
NXT, but
Oh my
killed
god.
it. So good, and I probably hasn't really been given the chance to have a really good match because he's been putting over like Ricochet, friggin' Johnny Knoxville. So this will also give people a chance to see him, in his prime. We know he's fantastic. And like Phil said, I'm really hoping that we'll see KO again because we haven't seen him in a while. We haven't seen him since the Rumble. And he'll come and make the save, and that'll start the feud. Although it's going to be sad seeing Jay and Sammy part ways, I'm going to have to say.
Have that tag match main event night 1, please.
Absolutely.
Like,
Yeah.
I know the women. I understand that, but
Yeah.
like you can have 2 amazing stories culminate in the main events of both nights if
Mhm.
they continue to get things rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sammy's not gonna win it. But I hate to even say because I want Sammy to I want the titles to separate at some point. I'm sick of
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
But I want Sammy to win, but I know it's not gonna happen. There's really no way around it. Just like KO, I wanted KO to win. There's no way around it when it comes to this whole Roman storyline right now. I would love to see KO come out. Like I'm gonna be sad when Jay and Sammy separate. That's gonna hurt my feelings a little bit. It's gonna be an emotional night. When that match starts, it's gonna be emotional, just right there. So, Roman's gonna win. There's really no more surprises when it comes to Roman matches. So
When that fist bump happened on Friday, I got teary eyed. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I got sad. I did.
The pop for
Yeah.
Sammy is going to be unreal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god! Like,
especially
that
in
is probably
Canada?
gonna go.
Yeah.
That is probably gonna go to like Money in the Bank 2011 type levels of pop when they did that for Punk, and like it could probably go more, honestly.
And I
depending on
remember
how-
that vividly. I'll never forget that. That was the loudest pop
Yeah.
see. That was crazy.
Even the pop that happened here in Connecticut when Jay showed up
Mhm.
for the tag match. That
Oh my gosh, yeah.
That was big.
that was
wild.
huge.
I don't know what I
Like-
expected, but it was not that.
No.
It was not that at all. I thought
That
I was
was
gonna see
huge, so-
Jimmy do it by himself. He
Paul
didn't.
Heyman, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. But no.
I would have had Jey Uso just not show up.
Exactly.
You should have done that handicap match. Have that be like a test from the tribal chief saying, "Hey, you have to go do this yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Do it."
Are
And
you
then Jay
really?
shows
Can
up
you
at
do
the
this
Rumble.
without your brother? Like,
Right.
let's see it. I could see that because he didn't have nobody. I could see
No.
that.
Right. I mean,
Yeah,
hell,
I
he
mean,
was
I-
going to go
I-
for Paul Heyman to be the tag partner. Come on.
That was so funny.
Imagine seeing Paul in a singlet walking down that ramp. I would have.
I'm here for
Stop it.
I would not want that. Please
I'm
do
here
not put
for
that
it.
image in my head. Please.
I don't think that'd be allowed to be on
Never
TV.
mind. I'm good.
Definitely not PG.
Nope.
Well, I
If
think
I
it's
saw-
unanimous. I think it's unanimous that Roman is going to be winning this match. And we had mentioned the titles being separate at some point.
Mhm.
I also want that. But yesterday I was really thinking about it, and honestly, the belts being unified have been really good for the other titles because they have now become more important.
Yeah.
Like the US title is what's up for grabs at Elimination Chamber.
Literally,
Like-
United States title.
And Gunther has elevated the IC title and everything that's going on with that title. Like they're making them seem more important because they're the only ones that are up for grabs, really, because no one can really challenge Roman.
Yeah.
So it's good that the other titles are getting some love, but yeah, I mean, eventually we need to separate them because
It's starting. It's
the
not
two
even-
belt thing, I
It's
can't.
still a good thing. Like I enjoy it. Don't get me wrong, but I also it's getting a little stale because after so long, you're like, okay, Roman's gonna win. Like, you can't really be excited for a match for these titles because you know the outcome. At the end of the day, you know it's gonna happen. It's okay, Roman's winning. That's fine.
And I feel like they have intentions to separate the belts because they haven't gotten rid of the two belts. So clearly there was a reason why he's still holding both of them instead of them actually just creating one title. And so clearly it wasn't a long-term thing.
They have two belts for a reason. They're eventually going to separate. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, like that was the thing for me. I was actually all for unifying the titles when it first got introduced or whatever. But I'm like, if you're going to unify the titles, make it one title.
Yeah.
Make it one title, if anything. But they didn't, and I'm like, the fact that they're still showing two could mean that they're gonna split them again at one point. It's just a matter of when. And now we gotta do it, but hopefully we just get that done and over with. Because I know some people that just were never a fan of it.
Yeah. Before we move on to matches that we think might happen or might get announced this week, I want to answer this question. What y'all think about a triple threat match between Cody, Sami, and Roman? I'm going to say right now, don't want it. No. I'm sorry, I don't want it.
I don't want it.
No,
I don't need it.
Not at all.
Don't
want it, don't need it.
It would be
I'm going to need you to run
not
to headquarters and tell Triple H to not do that. Because
dude,
Phil.
I would be so upset.
Like, here's the thing about this. Like, and I get this so many times in my comments or even on my podcast for OTB. The triple threat is probably one of the worst ideas that they could have ever come up with. Because who's getting pinned here? Who?
Exactly.
You're going to lose either way. All the Cody fans, I'm telling you right now, the Cody fans over there, it's like a goddamn cult over there in Cody land. Sami Zayn, like, dude, everybody's gonna legitimately jump the barricade if Sami gets pinned. Roman, I mean, I think a lot of people would actually like to see Roman get pinned, but the fact of the matter is that you can't make him look weak in that regard either. So
you can't.
It's just not a good idea. It's just not.
Also, this match is just not going to happen because they're going for the tag. Right. Sami's going to go for the tag title. So, like, yeah, this match would be cool. Like, they could do the Daniel Bryan angle, but like, this match just isn't going to happen. Period.
Yeah, I don't think we need it. I know people just don't want Sami to lose to Roman clean. Like, they want some sort of out of, oh, well, Sami didn't lose or, whatever. But we don't need it for Mania, and I think it would just it would degrade both storylines. It would degrade the Sami and Roman storyline, and it would degrade the Cody Rhodes doing this for my family storyline. So I think it would just overall not be good.
Right. And just one final note before that. Cody won the Rumble. You can't just negate a singles 101 shot at WrestleMania for the title just to have Sami Zayn be a part of it. Like, you can't negate that.
They did
that
to
Edge.
I know.
Yeah, because I forgot about
because Daniel Bryan was everybody was so for Daniel Bryan there too, and I understand that. Like, but this is not the Daniel Bryan Sami Zayn storyline over again. No. It's not. Yeah. It's just
we can't do it again. Yeah. So, what other matches do you guys think could possibly come out to be on the card this upcoming week? Because we have 7 days.
Something to do maybe with Becky and Damage Control, perhaps.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's right.
Which I don't give
when it comes
a damn
to Becky
about.
and
I don't care about Becky. I don't care about Damage Flop. Like, they're terrible.
I was so into Damage Control at the start, but they
me
too.
I think it's gonna be, unfortunately, like, Damage Control, like, they're so boring, and also they've had no challengers. So I think we're gonna have Ronda and Shayna versus Damage Control at WrestleMania. Which, for once, I actually want Ronda to win a title. Like, do something with it, just because I love Shane.
Literally.
So maybe, like, Damage Control versus Becky, Lita, and, like, possibly Trish. I've seen that rumored a lot. It'd be cool to have. Yeah, it would be cool to maybe have another women's match. But it's not a match I'd be excited for, to be honest. But that's probably the only other match that I could think of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The thing is about the Becky and Bailey feud, Jesus. There's nothing to fight for. for that? Like, what are you really fighting for? Other than, you got knocked up, so that's why he married you. Why? Like, why'd you have to bring that up?
Because Becky called her a Karen.
Yeah.
She's like, okay,
well, that's
fine.
Chelsea Green's job now.
Husband.
So
like,
I guess
Chelsea Green's the new Eva Marie.
No.
Okay, she's better in the ring. She's better in the ring, but like her character is very much like Eva Marie-esque.
Except
Chelsea's actually playing it well, though. I have to say, she's at least playing it well.
Chelsea's pretty good in the ring too.
I would actually like to see a little more of her in the ring.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do we think that Charlotte will end up having a match, like Charlotte and Sonya?
No,
I don't want that.
We've already seen
that
twice now.
Like,
Charlotte's not going to defend until Mania again. Honestly,
it's not needed. I don't even know how to feel about Charlotte at this point. Am I supposed to like her? Am I supposed to hate her? Like, I don't know.
Well,
like,
she's the face in this scenario,
which is so funny because like nobody wants her to win.
That's hilarious. Like, what?
She's such a boring champion. Like, I'm sorry.
She is.
She just buries all her opponents. It's like,
I finally met some people that actually agree with me on Charlotte for once. Thank God. Oh my God.
Yeah, you and Maddie know how I feel about Charlotte. I always recognize that she is great on the mic. She's great in the ring. She's athletic. I recognize all those things, but I don't like how she's been booked all these years, and that's just
a 14-time champion in a matter of like however many years she's been
6 years, if that.
Like,
and more than
most of her title reigns last a week.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. More than half of those reigns have either been like between a day and 30 days. So like, why should it even count?
Yeah. Do you guys think anything will happen with Bray Wyatt soon or at Elimination Chamber?
I don't care anymore, honestly.
I hope.
They're not pushing Bray the way I thought they would push Bray. I thought like him coming back, it was gonna be this big old thing. It hasn't been nothing.
It's being
it's a slow burn.
It's
LA Knight made that feud.
Yeah,
it's a slow burn for sure.
It's so slow to the point where I'm losing interest, honestly. Which sucks.
I like Bray. I like the slow burn.
Bray.
I do too, but like you gotta, do something.
Like that pitch black match was not what I expected.
Oh, it was not it.
5 minutes.
I'm not gonna beat you. I thought it was going to legitimately be a pitch black match, like little spurts of light. You see them fighting. It didn't happen.
It was a black light match.
Yeah.
That's what they had to say. That was nothing pitch black. I was like, okay.
The presentation looked cool.
Not that good for it to be a match.
I like the presentation of the match. It like, but only having it to be 5 minutes, and then the sad part of when Uncle Howdy just completely missed.
Oh my God,
that ending! I felt so bad. I'm like,
I
had it at my TV. Like, did this man?
How do you miss that bad?
He full on missed.
So bad.
So bad.
I didn't actually think he missed real time seeing it because I was over at a friend's house and we were all just kind of in awe. But then I watched it back. Because I'm like, I have to go back and see this. And I'm like, shit, he did miss. And I'm like, damn it. Okay.
Well, even if no other matches get added to Elimination Chamber, I think the card is great. And I hope that means that the 2 Elimination Chamber matches are going to have good time, especially the women's. So,
as they should.
And so moving forward, I am going to ask Phil and Raevyn some questions just so that we can get to know you guys better and the audience get to know you guys better. So the first one, very basic. When did you both start watching wrestling? And then you can go Phil and then Raevyn.
Okay. I started watching in around the 2009-2010 time frame. I wasn't really allowed to watch wrestling during the whole ruthless aggression or anything type of that frame because it got pretty big. But I got sat down by my grandfather at the age of like 11 and 12 and just said, "Hey, here, you sit." And I watched it. And I've been hooked ever since. Now that he's no longer with us, I do it for him, and I hope to be, doing something in the pro wrestling business one day. So, yeah,
I love that.
it's been a
That's so
thing.
sweet.
What about you, Raven?
So summers hanging out with my uncles. They always watched it. I want to say I was about 6 or 7, so fresh into elementary school. Nobody really watched it at my age yet. So then I got reintroduced in 4th grade, so when I was 9. And it's just been an ongoing thing. My little sister randomly got into it in 2020. So when she got into it, I'm like, cool, I have adult money. Let's do this. Let's do this right now. I'm like, are you sure you really like it? She's like, yeah, bet. Let's do this right now.
So what era was it when you started watching?
For me, it was like originally was still like that tiny portion of ruthless aggression, but I actually started watching, what did they call the era? It wasn't the PG era. It was like
The reality era or something?
Yeah, something like that. I was there when Brandy was like bald and skinny, like that era. So
That's
okay.
portion of my life.
That's going on the Clips channel.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
Maybe you have to add my laugh
So
in too.
bald.
yeah, bald, skinny Randy.
So
Then
that
like CM Punk
heel
took over
Randy
a couple
Orton.
years ago when they kept
Okay.
pushing the John Cena and the Rock. That time I was
Yeah, that was still like ruthless
that was a
aggression era, I
great
think.
time. That was a really fun
Yeah.
time in my life. I mean, it's not too bad now. Like I said, since my little sister's into it, it's cool. I have somebody to watch it with. And when my uncles used to take me, we're like sitting in the nosebleeds. I'm like 10, 11. But since I could take my sister, we're sitting as close as possible because it's adult money. I can do what I want. So,
What a year to get introduced to wrestling, though, in the year of 2020, where there was
Thunderdome era.
At that point,
Yeah,
there was no
Thunderdome.
fans. So how'd that
it was
come about?
really random because like my sister's sister was obsessed with Sasha Banks. They're like a couple months apart, right? So my sister's just sitting at her dad's house watching. It's COVID, can't go nowhere. So she's just sitting there watching with her sister. She comes home like, Sissy, do you know somebody named Bianca Belair? I'm like, yeah, who doesn't know
Of course.
And she's like, I really like Bianca. And I'm like,
Aw.
what? She was like, yeah, I was watching this match. So then WrestleMania comes around. She's like, I gotta watch it. I'm like, okay, cool. Then Extreme Rules 21 or maybe 2020, that's when they started coming back in person. They did it in Columbus.
Right.
I asked my sister, I want to say 20 times, do you want to go? She said, no, I don't want to go. I'll be fine. I'm not even going to know nobody there. Okay. The week before, do you want to go? No, I'm good. The day of, can I go with you? No, it's too late now. I didn't know.
Oh my
God.
So she blew up my phone that entire Extreme Rules. Mad at me, like mugging me on the phone, have a whole attitude. I'm like, I asked you more than once if you wanted to go. So I had to take her to Indianapolis. That was in September. I had to take her to Indianapolis in November. Imagine that. It was snowing. So just for her to see Bianca, and that was the match.
Aww.
That might have been the match where Bianca, I think in Columbus was when Bianca hit Becky with her braid on her stomach. We were there for that match.
Right.
Oh,
I think so,
Yeah, that was a very loud, that was wild. But
satisfying.
now that she's experienced it, it's like an expected of me now. So there's really not, I've created a monster, basically.
Hey.
Because I took her to the holiday
they're
show.
coming.
Yeah, I took her to the holiday show the day after Christmas. Didn't tell, I told her we had floor seats, but I didn't even know we were going to be as close as we were. So we're right up on the barricade. I'm like, I had no idea. I mean, I spent $500 on some tickets. I didn't expect much out of it, but okay.
Yeah.
This girl is going nuts.
Oh.
I mean, had her Bianca braid. My mom made her a jean jacket. She had the whole fit. I bought her some boots one Christmas. She had it all, right? This girl almost passed out. Because Bianca came out, Bianca stopped, did a double take, came back to my sister. My sister died right there. That was it. That was it. My little sister.
That's awesome.
Whatever.
I'm gonna cry.
Being
That's
able
awesome.
to experience that with somebody else and it's your sibling, it's so much fun.
Special.
And she's into it heavy. I didn't expect it out of her, but she's like, Bianca ride or die. She don't care about nobody else. It's just Bianca. And she says Roman's her husband, so I guess that one too.
No.
Well,
Okay.
and there's nothing
Well-
nothing like your first live event. There just really isn't.
Yeah.
Right.
It's crazy, and being able to see Bianca in person, and not even see her in person, but getting that interaction with her, getting a picture with her.
Yeah.
Like Montez, you know how Montez has his daughters, his son and his daughter. My sister talks to Montez's daughter daily on the phone. They FaceTime all day, every day. Yeah.
Oh my
That's
gosh,
awesome.
that's amazing.
So when Christmas came around, me and my mom were like, we don't know what to get her. She has everything Bianca related. You're talking to her step. What do we do? So
How did
for her
that
to get that
happen?
picture with Bianca, I'm like, I won. Like, there's nothing else that's
Yeah.
happened. I did that. And my mom was like, whatever. No, I did that.
How did
won.
they become friends?
I don't know. Like, literally,
Yeah,
I can't really give you a reason behind it. Like, my sister had a Bianca fan page at a time. It kept getting shut down. Her and some girls were getting into it, so the page kept getting shut down. Somehow, some way, Selena messages my sister's main page, and she's like, my sister's like, I don't really think this is her. They FaceTime, and here we are. All day, every day.
That's incredible.
Insane.
It's wild. Like, she'll be on the phone. I'm like, hi, Selena. Hi, Ryan's sister. Like, okay, cool. You know me. You don't know my name, but you know my sister. Got it.
Crazy.
Dude,
Yeah.
Well,
that's amazing.
Segue. So Bianca's her favorite, but who are your guys' all-time favorite male and female superstars?
All right. All time.
All time.
And I know it's
You can say current too if you want.
It's controversial, but
Oh, no.
it's Shawn Michaels.
No, I gotta delete you right now. Bye.
What? I think that's
it's all right. Hey,
reasonable.
listen.
I'm kidding.
A lot of people actually think like my whole like Shawn Michaels pick is like so controversial. He's one of the greatest, if not the greatest, in-ring performers of all time to me.
You got to give it to him.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And current, if it wasn't for the whole Royal Rumble sweatshirt I got going on, it's Cody. I've been following Cody since like the beginnings, right? I've seen the ups and downs of this man's career. I've seen Stardust. Okay, Stardust was a down time for Cody. We do not talk about that time.
Flop era.
It was a downtime for Cody. He was depressed. It wasn't a good time for him. But I've been following this man for the longest time, and he better win at Mania. I'm sorry, he just better win.
What about women?
Yeah, women. It's Bianca. It's Bianca. It's not.
She's different. Like there's.
I mean,
crazy.
I met her.
There's a lot of women in the company that I like. To be fair,
I would wish, man.
and in AEW, it's Britt. I know one of you guys don't like Britt Baker. But yeah,
At least
it's
she's
her.
a good
I knew
doctor.
it was her.
She has one
Hey,
thing
listen.
going for her.
Hey,
Just
listen,
one.
we don't have to talk about the dentistry. But I like Britt. I like Chris Statlander.
Yes.
There's a lot of women in pro wrestling that I like, for sure. Honestly.
What about you, Raevyn? Who are your all-time favorites?
One of my all-times is actually really controversial, like legitimately controversial, and I never speak on it. I just keep that one to myself.
Oh.
So besides him, Randy's the reason why I started watching. I won't give that to nobody else. Like Randy was, like I said, skinny, bald Randy, that set it off for me. I was like, this man right here, oh yeah, he's something. But like, just like Phil said, currently is Cody right now. Cody and Seth are two of my favorites right now. I watched Cody grow up, honestly, at this point. We watched him grow up. I remember dude was broken Cody Rhodes and put a bag over Kermit the Frog's head. I was like, wow.
Undashing Cody Rhodes was insane.
That was very interesting. Like paper bags over everybody's head was a little wild for me. But
I actually wanted to be one of the people that got a bag over his
head.
head.
I thought I was crazy. I'm like, I want to go. I want that. Why? Why not? Like you just put a bag over my head on live TV too? Come on, Mom. That was interesting. But women, it's Bianca, for current. But like all time, I'm a big AJ Lee person. Like die hard. I
Yes.
love AJ. I wanted
Yes.
AJ to come back at the Rumble. Everybody looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, come on now. She came back. I wouldn't have been mad.
I pray
that is the
every
one
year.
thing I hate Phil Brooks about. That's the one thing I hate Phil Brooks about.
Never
Why?
unfortunately.
Now, don't get me wrong. I was a big CM Punk person. Like that when he switched themes, that's right there. That was top tier Punk right there. I loved CM Punk. But after that, I was like, okay. I did cry like a little baby when he came back. I did. But now, like thinking about him, like, okay, he's not doing what I thought he would do when he came back. So
who's the controversial take?
I liked Phil too.
My controversial take? You thought it was CM Punk?
But
No. I'm asking who it is.
My controversial take. Can we speak on him? Like, can we say his name?
Probably not.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
no, never mind.
Like, in ring, as a person, no, but in ring, he was really, really, really good.
Yeah,
I mean, it's unfortunate.
Never seen one of his matches.
If you really watch one of his matches, like pay attention to him, he's really good in ring, like very good. But even talking about him, Chad Gable is doing his move currently, and it's stressing me out.
Yeah.
It's stressing. Like every time I see him do it, I'm like, he has to stop. Like it's stressing me out.
Yeah.
Because we know what happened, and I'm like, why did y'all not ban this? Why are y'all even allowing?
I mean, maybe they're trying to like get past it. I don't know. But snaps for Chad Gable though.
Man,
he deserves his flowers.
He does.
Absolutely.
100%.
Well, and last question: what are your hopes for WWE in 2023? Predictions, hopes, dreams.
Honestly, just keep doing what Triple H is doing. I understand, like Triple H is just he's kind of new to the whole like booking situation and everything going on because nobody expected when Vince stepped down. Like nobody. I'm not like it, or at least in that way, you know. But you know, Triple H is doing his thing. He is making the shows a lot more tolerable. The 3 hours for Raw still needs to be worked out, but like I'm at least more intrigued at the stuff that's going on right now. So just keep doing what you're doing. I'd like to see you know, just more people that we don't get to see on a regular basis get their shine, because there's a lot of people in that company and a lot of good people in that company from both men and women's side. So just let everybody have their shine and just hope for the best in 2023. But please, for the love of God, put everything aside. I just want to see WWE versus AEW one time. Please. One time.
I mean,
think that would be...
It's not a quest. We already know who's going to win.
Like, I mean, but like one time, I would not be mad.
One time, I'd just like to see a forbidden door between those guys. Just put your pettiness aside and get things going, and that goes for the fans too. You can like both companies. There's no, there shouldn't be any tribalism anymore in 2023.
AEW has some talent, definitely. They have some talent over there.
Give me a Seth Rollins, Hangman Adam Page match, please. I just want it.
Like Bianca versus Jade, I would love that. But I would love that. That would be a very crazy match, man.
Bianca would kick Jade's ass.
Bianca would
She
would humiliate her.
Oh, definitely.
Molly wop that fool.
Like
who is Jade?
52-0 Mike.
Come on now.
Anyway.
Raven, do you have any other hopes for this year?
I want Angelo to go heel. Really bad.
Angelo's turning heel. I like that. I
want that to happen really, really bad. At first I was like, yeah, Montez, but Montez has become the face right now. Like it's Montez. So like watching some of Angelo's matches these past couple weeks, watching promos, you can see it. I wouldn't be mad if Angelo goes heel. I wouldn't be mad if I don't want Bianca to lose the title, but if Bianca loses the title, I could see her and Montez doing a little thing right there with each other.
Yes.
I did get in a few arguments about that though, because a lot of people don't want the Street Profits to break up. I don't want the Street Profits to break up, but they're probably going to do them just like they did DX. Shawn and Triple H argued, fought over years, but they're still DX at the end of the day. They're always going to come back together one way or another, and that's how the Street Profits are going to be. They're brothers, basically. They're not just going to, oh, I don't want to be with you no more, and then be done. We would be upset. We would be mad. So they're not going to do that. But I want Angelo to go heel. I could definitely see that happening. Him joining the Hurt Business, something, pushing him somewhere else. He needs his push.
Yeah.
Montez is going to get it because Montez is a beast. Montez is going to get that push that he needs. But Angelo's the underdog. He needs a bigger push. And if it's for him to be by himself, then he needs to be by himself. And
Angelo
do something with the women's tag titles.
Yeah. Get him off damage control first.
Like something.
Well,
Speaking of tag titles,
that's never going to happen.
Maybe.
I want to answer this question. Who, in your opinion, is the most underrated tag team right now? Mine or the Viking Raiders? I think. The Viking who?
Who the hell are they?
I like War Machine. War Machine is probably a better name for that, but underrated tag team.
I mean, there's just not that many tag teams.
Like if it was an all time, then okay. But they're not. The tag division is not a thing right now. It's just
to me.
So
by default, it would be Gable and Otis for me, because those Gable's fantastic.
Yeah.
Otis for some reason actually has charisma. They could do something. They should have done something, but they never actually capitalized.
Well, they did get the titles from RK Bro.
That's true. I'm gonna go with Mansois and Massey.
Oh man, the Maximum Male Models.
They're so underrated.
For a reason. What about Los Lotharios? Like, I did that.
True, they are underrated.
Where is their tag title shot? Where was that?
Yeah,
I really do like them, and I hope that they do something.
Maximum.
They're
Male
fun.
Models.
I like the gimmick. Maximum Male Models. I hope they actually do something about that, though. Like with that, because they've just been like doing absolutely.
They're trying to recruit Otis for whatever reason, which is not the right move. But
oh my goodness!
Oh my god!
All right, we're gonna do a speed round of pick between.
Imperium.
They're not underrated though.
So no, they are.
They are.
No,
they're not appreciated.
I should have said Imperium. I don't know where the hell I was going, but.
Well, we're gonna do a quick speed round of pick between the two. Okay. So just do your gut reaction.
Oh, geez.
Don't think too hard about it.
Okay.
Everyone can answer.
I know the drill.
Okay.
Is this non-biased too? Like, it's genuinely who you think is better?
I'm not Malik. You can be biased. I don't care.
Oh.
Okay, cool.
There we go.
Nice. All right, first one. Raw or SmackDown?
SmackDown.
Raw.
SmackDown.
If you asked me in the early 2000s, I'd say SmackDown.
I'm doing overall.
Raw.
Not now. But
no, right now, Raw or SmackDown?
Oh, right now it's Raw. Easy.
Yeah.
WWE or AEW? We kind of answered that.
Yeah. Maddie.
I mean, my name is Phil Khan, but I've been going more into WWE.
Maddie, do you have an answer?
I'm doing it too. I'm not answering that question. That's insulting.
All right.
You're insulting my intelligence.
The Usos or the New Day?
Shit.
I'm answering this by saying the New Day.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's the New Day for me.
Yeah.
All right. Charlotte Flair or Bianca Belair? I think we also answered that.
Bianca.
But who do you think is better?
Bianca.
Like,
genuinely.
overall.
Genuinely Bianca.
Yeah.
Bianca.
Yeah.
Agreed. All right. Which match do you prefer? A TLC match or a Hell in a Cell match?
TLC. I like tables. I like that. That's like highlight of my night right there. Definitely.
Hell in a Cell.
Hell in a Cell, yeah, for sure.
Hell in a Cell.
I agree with TLC. I love TLC matches. I think they're so fun. But like, I am panicked the whole time for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Which pay-per-view do you prefer? Money in the Bank or Survivor Series?
Survivor Series. I think
Yeah.
Money in the Bank should have never been its own pay-per-view.
I like the
Agreed.
Money in the Bank pay-per-view.
Yeah, I know. I like it.
I like the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, but I do miss when it was like in other pay-per-views. It made it a little interesting.
True.
Should have been at WrestleMania this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
What I don't like about Money in the Banks is when people cash in the same night. Can't
It's
stand
always
it.
the women.
I hate that.
That's the
hate
women.
it.
That's
I
the
feel like
women's
that
job.
should be a rule. Like you have to wait at least a day. Like you cannot do it right now.
Yeah.
Like you just got it.
That's
Calm
the
down.
women's job.
Carmella was the only one who didn't do that.
And she was the best Miss Money in the Bank.
Mhm.
True.
I mean, let's be real. That was James Ellsworth's briefcase. Let's be real here.
Who?
He climbed and got the briefcase for her. What
Yeah.
do you want?
The first time.
He did the job.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that was terrible booking on their part, and then they tried to
That was
fix
bad.
it, and it was just like I think
When
they
Otis
thought
won
that
Money
nobody
in the
would care.
Bank, oh my god.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, and then they had to like save it by having Miz get it.
And then he lost the WWE Championship a week later. So what the hell was the
my
point
God.
of any of that? Like,
Thunderdome
then-
era.
Theory's failed cash-ins. Honestly, I think it's
I love
hilarious.
that. I love that.
I
Yeah.
loved it
I
too.
love that.
All right, last one. This one. All right. Whose content do you like better? Narcolepsy Boy or Axel Guzman?
I'm not answering this as a
Why?
member, as a host of the show.
Those were legitimately the first two people I ever seen on Russell Talk and actually acknowledged me. Roman
I
Reigns.
think the first two people who actually started Wrestle Talk.
Probably. I love both of them. I can't answer that.
That's a terrible question.
That's
Throwing in the
option
flag.
C. That's
Throwing in
option
the flag
C.
for that one.
All of the
Option
above.
C, we love all of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
All of the above.
They're gonna see this and be like, "What the fuck?
I know they're gonna be like, "What the heck, Mary?"
We're trying to watch the Super Bowl." Like,
I just thought it would be a fun question.
That's
they're very
option C.
different, so it's hard to compare.
Yeah, their content's very different.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Well, that is
Well, then
all
both
my
is
pick
great.
between the twos. Thank you so much, Phil and Raven, for being here. I'm so glad I got to know you guys better. And we'll definitely have to have you guys on again in the future, maybe a Jeopardy or a tier list, something like that along those lines. But yes, I think we're going to wrap up here. So if everybody wants to re-plug in their socials and any last comments, thoughts, feelings, go ahead.
This was so much fun. Oh my god. You two made it a blast. You two, Raven.
Thanks.
Just like I actually finally met people that don't like Charlotte for once, so that's actually a really good thing. So that's awesome. You guys are also all welcome on the OTB podcast whenever you want.
Yeah.
Just let me know.
Come on in. Join in on the fun over there.
Absolutely.
I actually go live tomorrow for the Raw post show, so if you guys want to actually pop into chat as I
work during that time.
that would be okay. Well, you can
Sorry.
watch it after the
I'll be
fact.
there.
But yeah, I mean I usually go live basically every day of the week anyway. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm there on the podcast. So check it out. Go follow me on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. I actually did it right. Phillyman_ right there. Yeah, this is a lot of fun. Can't wait to be back here. Hopefully once again. Thank you guys.
Thanks, Phil.
I appreciate you guys for having me. I'm glad that I'm in like with my type of people now, because I've always kept like I enjoy wrestling to myself because nobody else that I know really watches it. So then that little TikTok of mine that decided to go viral as I was asleep came out of nowhere. Then I was like, cool, my people love that.
Right.
So I mean, it's hard as a female that watches it. You know what I mean? Because nobody really expects you to know your stuff, and they be testing my gangsters sometimes, and I'm like, I know my stuff. Like, don't do that. But yeah, if you guys ever want me back, I'm always available unless I'm doing homework. But there's that. Is it right here? Yeah. This is my social on everything. literally everything.
There is a 3. I think there is a 3 on TikTok.
On your
but-
TikTok, yeah.
TikTok has a 3, but this is literally for everything. PlayStation, all of it. This is this because I can't think of nothing else. So it's that's all you get out of me. Yeah.
And
So-
I'm never original, so that's why it's that.
Exactly.
That's my name. So
I'm like, my name. Cool. Yeah.
I want to, speaking of women maybe not knowing stuff about wrestling, I just want to quickly remind everybody that I won the Jeopardy tournament and beat out
It's
like
true.
a
Period.
shit ton of other
As
content
you
creators.
should.
So
As
I
you
did win that.
represent.
Is IZ Persephone on TikTok, and all my other links are in my link tree in my TikTok bio. It's Maddie Kennedy with an I on Instagram, and I don't give a damn about football, but I am from Pennsylvania, so go Eagles.
Oh shit.
I'll be
Okay.
enjoying
I'm
the
only watching for Rihanna.
I'll be enjoying the
Hey.
Rihanna concert tonight.
Yeah,
I don't care about nothing
that's
else.
fair. That's fair.
It's just what Rihanna. Like, this is a once in a lifetime thing. Like, we're not
Yeah.
gonna see this again. This is the last we'll hear of Beyonce.
We're here for Rihanna.
Rihanna and Beyonce. This is it for us. Honestly.
Well, once again, I'm Mary the
Okay.
Heel. Happy Sunday. Thank you guys for coming in and joining us and for watching. Make sure to follow all of their social medias. Also follow Meet Us in the Ring on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff. Subscribe to the channel, and we will see you guys next time. Bye.